Hi, I'm Jasmine. Things took a drastic turn when I was 12. That year, my dad married Linda, and overnight, I had three new step-siblings: Mark, Amy, and Kate. Those early days changed everything, shaping the person I am now. The house had always felt too quiet, but when Linda and her kids moved in, it suddenly came alive with laughter. I remember trying to match their smiles, eager to fit in. Hey, I'm Jasmine. Want to see my room? I offered, mostly to Mark, the oldest, hoping to break the ice. He glanced at Amy and Kate before smirking. Maybe later, we're kind of tired from the move. Right, girls? Their nods sealed my first rejection, a sting I'd soon have to get used to. As days turned into months, the gap between us widened. Family outings left me trailing behind, and photo albums began to fill up. Albums I wasn't in. Once, during a Thanksgiving gathering, I worked up the courage to ask, Linda, can I be in the next photo with everyone? She glanced at my dad, who hesitated. Jasmine, this one's for the grandparents. They just want a picture of the grandkids, you know. The polite exclusion hit its mark. But I am family, aren't I? I asked, feeling my face flush. Kate, always the quiet one, tugged at Linda's sleeve and whispered just loud enough for me to hear. Why does she keep asking? Can't she see we're busy? After that, I found refuge with my camera, the one Dad had given me for my birthday. It became my constant companion, my way of being there without really being there. I started taking pictures, not of them, but of the world around me. Birds, trees, the light filtering through the leaves, anything that didn't remind me of the rejection. Years passed, but not much changed. High school graduations, birthdays, even casual barbecues. I was always there, but never truly included. When Amy got married, I wasn't in the wedding photos. I watched the photographer arrange them, every click reminding me of my place on the sidelines. Why don't you come stand with us, Jasmine? Mark joked once, his eyes filled with laughter. It wasn't a real invitation, just another moment for them to enjoy at my expense. Thanks, but I'm good here, I replied, camera in hand. Photography became more than a hobby. It became my escape, my voice. Every shot, every frame captured how I felt. I was no longer just Jasmine, the stepsister left out. I was Jasmine, the artist, the storyteller. My work started gaining attention, and soon, people began reaching out for photo shoots. One night, Kate called. Her tone was unusually warm. Hey, Jasmine, I saw your shoot in that magazine. We're having a family gathering next month. Maybe you could bring your camera, take some shots. I hesitated. That old desire to belong warred with the new sense of self I had built. I'll think about it, Kate. I'm pretty booked, but I'll let you know. After I hung up, I looked into my camera lens and saw my reflection, my face, hardened by years of rejection, but now framed by success. I no longer needed their approval to define me. The rhythmic click of my camera blended with the pulsing music at a high-fashion shoot. Models strode across the set, a whirlwind of colors and fabrics. Each shot felt perfect. My assistant handed me a new lens, her eyes wide with excitement. These are your best shots yet, Jasmine. This is incredible. I nodded, adjusting the settings with steady hands. Thanks, let's keep the momentum going. This issue could be a game changer. As the day wound down, my phone buzzed with missed calls. One voicemail was from Mark. As I listened, a knot tightened in my stomach. Hey, Jasmine. Saw your spread in Vogue. Look, Mom's birthday is coming up and we were wondering if you could do a family portrait. It'd mean a lot to everyone. The irony wasn't lost on me. Before I could even process his words, another call came in, this time from the editor of a major magazine. Is this Jasmine? We loved your series. We'd like to feature you as a rising star in our next issue. Interested? My heart raced. Absolutely. I'd be honored, I replied, my future now illuminated by the opportunities I had created for myself. The next few weeks blur together, filled with accolades and assignments. Articles about my work circulate, labeling me as the it photographer to watch. Invitations to exclusive events pour in, my name whispered in circles that once felt unreachable. At one such event, I run into Amy, unexpectedly. She looks out of place amidst the glittering crowd but approaches tentatively. Wow, Jasmine, you're really making a name for yourself, huh? Everyone's talking about you. Her voice carries a mix of awe and hesitation. I keep my response cool, professional. Thanks, Amy. Hard work pays off. She nods, glancing around awkwardly. Listen about the family portrait. I cut her off, not wanting to reopen old wounds. I'm really booked, Amy, but I can recommend some great photographers. The distance in my voice is unmistakable. Her attempt at reconciliation, too little too late. As the evening unfolds, I mingle with industry giants, my confidence soaring. The compliments feel like vindication, washing away the sting of years spent on the sidelines. When I return home, I update my social media with highlights from the event. The likes and comments flood in, each one a testament to my newfound status. Among the well-wishers, I spot comments from Kate and Mark, their words now dripping with admiration. But as I sit back, reflecting on my journey, I realize the only approval I ever needed was my own. The family photos that once excluded me no longer matter. In this world, I'm the creator of my own narrative, finally in focus. The studio lights dim as I pack up my gear after a particularly grueling but successful shoot with a rising pop star. My phone lights up with a message from Kate, a rare gesture given our limited communication over the years. Jasmine, you're everywhere. Think you could do a quick family shoot for us? It's been a while, and it'd be so cool to showcase your work. Her sudden warmth leaves me contemplative but wary. I type a brief response. I'll think about it, Kate. My schedule's really tight. Days later, at a family gathering hosted by Linda, the atmosphere shifts noticeably as I arrive. Mark, Amy, and Kate hover nearby, their smiles a bit too eager, a stark contrast to the cold shoulders of the past. Jasmine, look at you, the star of the family, Mark exclaims, clapping his hands as if our history were erased. We were just talking about setting up a big family photo. You should be front and center. The proposition hangs awkwardly in the air as I adjust the camera strap on my shoulder. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm good, I say calmly, my voice steady, a boundary I no longer wish to cross. Their faces falter, surprise etched in their expressions. Amy steps forward, a frown tugging at her lips. Come on, Jasmine. It's just a picture. For old time's sake. I shake my head, a small smile playing on my lips. Old times never really felt like good times for me, at least. I'll pass, but enjoy the photo. Turning away, I catch Linda's eye. She looks torn, perhaps finally understanding the years of exclusion that had weighed on me. As the evening progresses, the family gathers for the photo I set up on a timer for them. I step aside, observing from a distance, capturing the scene without being part of it. Later, as I review the images on my camera, Kate approaches hesitantly. Hey, Jasmine. About earlier, I guess we never really saw things from your side. It's okay, Kate. It's all in the past now. I've found my peace, I respond, my tone genuine but detached. My success has taught me the value of self-respect and choosing where I belong. As the party winds down, I leave with a sense of closure. My step-siblings' attempts at reconnection feel more like a reflection of their newfound admiration for my achievements rather than genuine affection. Yet the satisfaction of declining their photo offer lingers, a confirmation of my independence and self-worth. Back in my studio, bathed in the golden light of sunset, I pause to reflect on the journey that brought me here. Surrounded by the vivid images I've created, each photograph on the walls tells a story of triumph, a celebration of life as seen through my lens. It's a stark reminder of how far I've come, not just in my career but in my personal evolution. My phone pings with a message from a close friend and collaborator. Your spot is reserved at the gallery opening next week, Jasmine. Wouldn't be the same without you. This message, filled with genuine warmth and inclusion, is everything I'd once longed for, a true reflection of the life I've built on my own terms. Over the years, I've built a new family, not one tied by blood, but by bonds formed through shared passions and mutual respect. Reflecting on the times I felt like an outsider in my own family, I realize now how those difficult moments pushed me to seek out people who truly appreciate and uplift me. I've nurtured relationships with friends, mentors, and colleagues who value me, not for my status or what I can offer, but for who I am. Sitting down at my desk, I pen a few thoughts in my journal, a practice that helps me reflect on my growth. Self-worth is not something given by others, but a treasure built from within, I write. This mantra has guided me through moments of doubt and rejection, reminding me of my intrinsic value beyond the need for familial validation. My thoughts drift to the recent family gathering where my calm refusal to join the staged photo wasn't out of spite but a declaration of my independence. It was a moment of clarity. I no longer needed their acceptance to feel complete. My journey has taught me that the approval I sought most was my own. As I prepare for an upcoming international photography tour, Excitement bubbles within me. This tour isn't just a showcase of my work. It's a testament to my resilience and the supportive community I've built. Each city on the itinerary promises new experiences, new stories to capture, and more opportunities to connect with fellow creatives who celebrate each other's successes. I look forward to the future with a heart full of gratitude and a spirit invigorated by the possibilities ahead. No longer anchored by past rejections, I'm free to forge my own path, embracing both the challenges and the triumphs that come with living authentically. My life, much like my art, is a continuous journey of discovery, and I'm eager to see where this newfound liberation takes me. Now, I have a question for all of you. Do you believe it's always necessary to seek reconciliation with family, even if they've hurt you? Or is it sometimes healthier to find closure on your own terms? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below.